And good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. Casper College basketball against LCCC, the men's game. Set to go now after the women were 73-59 winners over LCCC. The Casper College singing group will do our national anthem, and the Civil Air Patrol's Cadet Guard will do the presentation of the colors here. And the color guard will leave the floor after the rendition of our national anthem. We're set for JUCO basketball from Erickson Tiber Gym on a Saturday afternoon, the second game of our doubleheader, the homecoming. Casper College comes in with a mark on the season now of 14-11. LCCC is 14-10 on the season. Both these teams high-scoring outfits. Birds average 85 a game. LCCC averages 83. The starters, Xavier McCord, 6'5", freshman from Cheyenne East, averages 19 a ball game. Nolan Causwell is a 6'10", sophomore from Duluth, Georgia, averaging 10 a ball game. Jaden Bradley, 6'5", sophomore, Aurora, Colorado, averages 17 a ball game. After that, Max Reyes, I'm looking for number 17, won't find me here. Yeah, number 31 rather, averaging 17 a ball game. Reyes, 5'10", from the Bronx, New York, is a freshman. And then Jaden McCray. McCray averages just 3 points a ball game, 6'6", freshman from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. For the Birds, they'll go with Dwayne Walker, the leading shooter on this team, at 44% from three-point and 89% at the free throw line. The sophomore averages 9 a contest. He'll be joined by Davion McAdam, the Casper College graduate, getting a start, averaging 5 points a ball game. PJ Gombe runs the squad. The Omaha freshman averages 13 a ball game. Then it'll be Rashawn Agee. Agee averaging 20 points, 11 rebounds a game. The 6'6" redshirt freshman from Chicago. And then Peter Touré averaging 8 points a ball game. The sophomore from Toronto, Canada, is 6'5", or 6'8" rather. So for the Birds, kind of a surprise, McAdam getting the call to start for the hometown crowd. Davion, good career at Casper Kelly Walsh High School. McAdam, Walker, Gambi, Agee, and Touré for the T-Birds. Xavier McCord, Nolan Coswell, Jadion Bradley, Max Reyes, and Jaden McCray for the Golden Eagles. Rosie Brown will put the ball in the air, and we are underway. The Golden Eagles in their blue uniforms with the golden numerals will control the tap, and Bradley, Jadion Bradley, they'll swing it left side, way outside now to Max Reyes. 4 players start averaging double figures, and really about 90% of the scorings by double figures or by the Golden Eagles is by the starters. That was a missed shot. The Birds come away quickly. At the top, Touré exchanging with Walker, who will back the dribble away for the Birds and give it to Gambi. Just underway. Teams that have been evenly matched this year, and the records show that they're evenly matched. Agee feeding along the baseline, bumping, turning into the lane. Touré with a soft left hand for their first hoop of the day. Birds go on top 2-0. We're just underway here from Erickson Thunderbird Gym. Homecoming 2022 for Casper College. Reyes pull up, long three, nothing but net. So Reyes averages 17 a contest, and he'll throw in the 3 ball to give his team a 3-2 lead. Not sure what is going on again. Gambi has to leave the game. Whether he had blood on his shirt or something, the Birds will have to substitute for him. No, the ball went out the back door and we had to throw it in. Hope it didn't get any snow on it. I don't know, we had conversations around the scorer's table in the girls' game that I never figured out, so we'll start out that way. In the men's game, Agee wants to go baseline right, pull up, fall away, 17-footer, no. And then Agee, fighting for a rebound, will tie up the Golden Eagles, and the Birds will keep possession of the basketball. Gambi will play it in along the end line to the right of the hoop, gets it into Rashawn, right back. PJ, floating one-hander in the lane is good. Gambi with his first hoop, and the Birds back on top by a point at 4-3. Reyes outside for McCord. McCord, a dangerous scorer at 19 points a ball game, the Cheyenne East product. In deep, little bump and run here, and the slam by Nolan Coswell. 5-4, Golden Eagles by a point to the full court pressure. Walker for Agee, quickly ahead. McAdam will hold up, now put it on the floor, wants to go to the baseline, underneath, left-hand scoop, no, rebound and the follow. Nice job that time by Peter Touré for his 4th point of the basketball game. 6-5, Birds by a point. They'll dump it in low, try and get a slam again. That time McRae missed point blank, and the Birds come away. Gambi for a 3, right side arc is good. He's got 5, and the Birds lead by 4 at 9-5, just underway in this contest. Reyes to the elbow, floats a one-hander in the lane that's an air ball. Wow, tough to shoot a little 12-foot air ball. Pace of this game rather quick right now. Birds up 9-5. We played almost 3 minutes. Gambi wants to send his big guys down low, feeds McAdam on the right side angle to Teray between the circles. Shot clock winding to 10. PJ Gambi with the ball. Floats it for Rashawn Agee. Agee cross court, snaps a pass, dribble drive off the glass by Walker. No. Teray follow, no. Hits the deck, no foul called. Back the other way. McCord with the dribble. Baseballs it across court to Bradley. Bradley working against Walker, puts it on the floor. 15 on the shot clock. For Reyes, down low for Bradley, and a hold going to be called here. This will go on PJ Gambi. His first and the first team foul of the ball game. Reset the shot clock to 30, and the Golden Eagles play it in along the end line, right of their hoop. Reyes to throw it in. 5'10" freshman guard from the Bronx, New York. Snaps it once and slaps it once. They'll get the ball in to McCord. McCord against McAdam, tries to back him down. Turns off the glass, didn't get to the rim. Birds will get the rebound and have numbers. Gambi coming back. Oh, no look pass. Ball in the lane, gathered up by Agee. He'll go to the hoop and draw the foul and go to the line for a pair here, I believe. Coswell will get the foul. Rashawn to the free throw line. Leading scorer for the Birds, 20 points a game, 12 rebounds a game. Has struggled at times at the line. This first one is good, though. Came to Casper after a year at New Mexico State. Second one on the way by the righty, front of the rim, and managed to crawl over and find the bottom of the net. Agee 2 for 2 at the line, and the Birds with a 6-point lead, 11-5 now, 4 minutes in. Out top, McCord for Reyes. Reyes guarded by McAdam. Wants to get a pick, rolls down the right side to the baseline, behind the back bounce pass for Bradley, or for McCord rather, kick it out top, and that is just inside the arc. Jaden Bradley with his first hoop. It'll be a 2-pointer, it's 11-7 Casper. Gambi puts Agee out at the top of the key. Swings him a bounce pass. Agee feeding to Walker, left alone. 3-ball is good from the right side. And the Birds with a 7-point lead. They've doubled up the Golden Eagles out of the gate, 14-7. Out top, Xavier McCord for Jadion Bradley. Back to McCord, right side, guarded by Gambi. Holds with the right hand, now works it between the legs. Bouncing on the low post, turnaround jump shot, no. Coswell wanted to soar and knock it home with a dunk. Couldn't do it. The Birds will save it from going out of bounds. Out of back court, Gambi rather. Oh, McAdam's pass got somebody in the face and goes as a turnover to the Golden Eagles. Reyes against McAdam, knocked away. Quick hands by Rashawn Agee, took the dribble away and got the turnover. PJ Gambi in control to the left side for McAdam, exchanging out top with Walker. Right back to Gambi, sets for that high arc 3 that's good, his second of the night. 8 quick points for the freshman from Omaha, and the Birds with a quick 10-point lead here. Played 6 minutes now. Down low, Coswell trying to back in, hooks it up, and boy, Agee high in the air, soars and knocks it away, and then a turnover. No, they're going to get a foul, I think, on the Birds. See who Rosie Brown had. I thought maybe it was Gambi. It is. That'll be PJ's second. He's got 8 quick points here in the opening 5-6 minutes of the ball game. Golden Eagle basketball in the corner Reyes, one dribble, tries to fall away from the corner, and I think he stepped on the sideline when he did the fall away. Birds will get it on the turnover. Gombe now needing to be a little careful here with 2 quick fouls. 8 of the Birds' 17 points. And there are only 2 fouls on the night so far. The afternoon, Walker head fake on the 3, right side angle, puts it up, that's no good. McAdams chases down the rebound, hands it on the left side, and Agee, they'll swing it back around. At the top, Gombe runs into a double team. Oh, what a feed. And then from behind, Ihachinor had the jam, got in too deep, but he drew the foul. Bright checked in on the last dead ball. First foul of the ball game. Coswell. It's his second, rather, and the second team foul. So are we not shooting here? What are we doing? Do we get a technical foul? Gombe's going to step to the line. Must have been a technical that I didn't see on the Golden Eagles. Gombe's first free throw is good. Makes this one, he'll be in double figures with 10 points in the first 7 minutes of the contest. And he is. Bird lead grows to 12. Timeout going to be taken by the Golden Eagles. We will too. 13:26 to go, first half. Birds 19, Golden Eagles 7.
They want to show for some people out there, man.
Please don't let me into my zone. I just need some time of my own. All these people trying to get a conversation. You can conversate to that tone. My God up on that throne, yeah. So I'm never alone, yeah. All these people trying to.
So PJ Gombe makes the 2 shots on what had to have been a technical foul, because now Bright Ihachinor is going to the free throw line to shoot a pair. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Somebody obviously strenuously disagreed. Ihachinor leaves the first free throw short. Sophomore averages 3 points a ball game. Getting an early call against a very lengthy Golden Eagle team. Second free throw was no good, and LCCC with the basketball. Demetrius McCord checked into the lineup. Here's Reyes with a drive, kicks it back outside to Bradley, trying to feed along the low post. Xavier McCord couldn't control, loses it out of bounds, turnover. I'm going to say Cheyenne East before the night's done because of the Cheyenne East players on this team. A couple of them. The McCords, Xavier and Demetrius. Bird basketball with a 12-point lead in the front court. Out top, Ihachinor setting the pick. PJ Gombe rolls and then comes back left side, finds Agee for a high arc 3. No, Ihachinor puts it back up and in. Bright working hard underneath his first hoop. And the lead grows to 14 now for Casper. Dribble drive off the glass, no, and a foul going to be called on McAdam, I believe. Bradley, Jadion Bradley with the drive and the miss. Bradley averages 17 a ball game. Reyes averages 17. Xavier McCord 19. Said at the outset they don't have much of a bench, and this first one off the back of the iron, then falls off to the left side, no good. Bradley, a 6'5" sophomore from Aurora, Colorado, but played in the Denver Prep League at Manual High School. Second one on the way is good. Ben Hageman checks in. The 6'2 freshman from Windsor in Colorado. For the Golden Eagles, Bird with the basketball. Gombe from McAdam tries to burn it right side, couldn't get along the baseline. Gives it to Walker on heavy traffic, kisses it off the glass for a deuce. Walker with 5, 23-8. Birds floating one-hander won't go, and there's a whistle before the shot. Dwayne Walker getting a foul before the shot. Birds' lead is now 15 at 23-8. Outside, McCord, Demetrius McCord. His pass stolen away, threw it right to Rashawn Agee. Agee going to go all the way down right side, loop it in the corner, swing it back outside. Walker, dribble drive, left-hand layup is in and out, no good. A little too much English on that. Here's Reyes against Agee. Players on the floor. Shot was no good, followed by Jaden McCray. 23-10, Casper by 13. Gombe has gone all the way at the point, gives it to Agee at the hash mark, bring it back out top. McAdam with a left-hand dribble to the left-hand side. Agee, quick turn, posted up, in deep, it's good. He is just so strong down low. Back to a 15-point lead for the Birds. Reyes against the Achinor, and that's going to be a foul on Bright. That'll be his first of the ball game. 11:08 left in the opening half. All Casper so far in the men's game. 25-10 T-Birds. Birds will substitute and bring in Jaden Phillips for the first time today. Are we doing today or tonight? I guess we're still today. In the corner, Reyes takes the feed and drills the three from the right side. He's got 6 of the 13 for LCCC. Agee drives in the lane, soft one-hander, floats home. The sea just parted. Back the other way, Reyes tries to part the sea, misses the bunny. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Reyes. Wanted a foul, he just laid it off the heel too hard. Approaching the halfway mark of the opening half. Gombe out of back court for Agee to Phillips, right side outside. McAdam will dribble and then bring it back to Jaden. Phillips at the right side, elbow for McAdam. Head fake, wanted to go baseline, now dishes to Agee along the block. Quick spin move and a dunk. Whoa, that is a definition of a power move to the hoop. Rashawn with 8 quick points. Birds by 16. In deep. Shot off the glass is good by McCray. His 4th point, 29-15. Birds on top all the way thus far in the men's game. Women won their 11th in a row earlier. Here's a bounce pass in deep for the slam. Peter Toure got lost somehow. I'm not sure how you get lost when you're 6 feet 8 inches tall, but he did. And the Birds have built it back to a 16-point margin. McCord dropping outside to McRae for Reyes. And this will be a foul on Jaden Phillips, I believe. His first. We're going to get a timeout on the court here. Still 9:11 to go. We're in the opening half. Casper College 31. LCCC 15. Back after this.
They want to show for some people out there, man.
Jack Noakes back at Sweet Erickson T-Bird Gym. Homecoming 2022. The Birds and Laramie County Community College. Women victorious 73-59. Men leading 31-15 with still 9:11 to go here in the opening half. Two of the highest scoring teams in the region. Birds average 85 a game. LCCC averages 83. Casper gives up 78. LCCC gives up 82. Again, LCCC really with 5 guys who score. The starters basically score about 90% of their points. Right now, Casper College holding them down. Darius Mason Robertson is checked in on the timeout for the T-Birds. Here's Reyes for a 3. No. Soaring in to get the rebound, though, was Ben Hageman. Hageman will try a 3. That's an air ball from the right side. Out of back court. Jaron Harris also into the lineup now. Will run the team from the point guard. Pulls up from 16. Got it. 33-15. Up by 18. Right now the lead grows. Remember, this is a team, though, that had an 17-0 lead and lost at the buzzer to Western Wyoming. Here's a long 3 that's good. High arc that time. Nice touch. Jaden Bradley with his 6th point of the ball game. Bird basketball. Phillips outside for Toure. Agee at the top now. One dribble, looking, feeding along the baseline and deep. Mason Robertson will go to the corner, and Jaden Phillips down to 5 on the shot clock. Here is Harris with a drive. Put it up, no, but a foul going to be whistled. This will be an illegal block or off the way from the ball by Rashawn Agee. The pick. His first. That'll be 17 fouls on the Birds. LCCC, about the only thing they got going for them is they only have 3 right now. LCCC will be at the free throw line from here on out. Here's a push for a wide open 3. Nobody came out to find Jaden McCray. He missed it badly, though. Bird basketball, Agee for Phillips. Wants to drive off the glass. No, couldn't get it to the glass. Blocked out of bounds. I'm going to say it was blocked off of Phillips, so it will stay or go over to the Golden Eagles. Xavier McCord from Max Reyes. Reyes with a left-hand dribble. Harris will pick him up in front of the T-Bird bench. Out top, Nolan Coswell trying to feed the low post along the end line, and Mason Robertson knocked it away before McCord could control. Ball will be played in by Jaden Bradley in front of the T-Bird bench. 13 on the shot clock. Bradley looking, bouncing along the end line. Trying to find a cutter. Instead, they'll kick it back out. That's another air ball. But the rebound taken by Reyes and his shot blocked. Back the other way. Phillips, stutter step in, loses his dribble. Finds the high post. And Peter Toure will get it to a guard out front. Jaron Harris on the dribble. Trying to find Agee along the left side block. Instead, he'll come to the baseline right side. Rashawn backing in, turns off the glass. What a shot. Nobody going to stop that. He's in doubles now with 10 here in the opening half, and the Birds 35-18. In deep in the lane, the fall away that time. No good by Xavier McCord. Averaging 19 a game to lead the team, has not scored here in the first 14 minutes of the contest. Agee again along that end line. See if he spins into the lane. He will. Oh, and little underhand pass to Toure, whose dunk doesn't go. He goes down, no foul listed, and then they try the weak side lob, and Reyes' pass just goes out of bounds. Well, Dalton Peterson, the freshman from Encampment, who has shown the ability to hit the open 3 this year, will check in for the first time today. Outside, Mason Robertson head fake on the 3 for Toure. They'll weave it to Harris. He'll try a three at the top, and the Birds are just on fire from three-point land. Harris with 5, and the lead grows to 20 now, largest of the ball game. 5.5 to go. Spin move, left hand scoop, Bradley, no. Rebound, Mason Robertson ahead quickly, trying to find Toure, and Toure wasn't set for that. Kind of hit him in the shoulder and bounded away. Reyes on the drive, trying to lob it up ahead, and McCord's shot is blocked. Birds will get it to Peterson, dishing for Harris, dribble drive, layup is good. The right hand from the left side. Harris off the bench with 7 quick points here. 40-18. Under 5 to go in the opening half. Birds are going to have a high percentage shooting in the opening half. Agee will claim this rebound. Casper in a hurry. Now will slow it to Agee between the circles. From Mason Robertson to Peterson. Right side, outside. Jaron Harris gets a pick from Peter Toure. Rolls into the lane, scoops it up, left hand, no. Toure follow, no. And the rebound taken away by the Golden Eagles. Reyes again floating it in deep. No foul whistle? Yes, thank you. Woo! Agee stood his ground. Nolan Coswell gets his 3rd. That'll be team foul number 5 for the Birds. Davion McAdam returns. Ben Hageman back into the lineup for the Golden Eagles. We approach 4 to play in the opening half. All T-Birds. Outside, Mason Robertson wants to go to the right side and throws up a soft running hook that's good. The freshman into the books now, his first basket of the ball game, and the lead grows to 24. And another charge going to be whistled. This one will go against Jaden Bradley. Jaden Bradley, the 6'5" sophomore from Aurora. Birds in command. 3:43 to play in the half. It's 42-18. Let's not even go to the locker room. Let's just play. Don't want to lose this touch. Spin dribble and Agee into the paint. Managed somehow to keep his left arm from falling out of the socket. Bradley will get his 2nd. So, Rashawn, 10 points in like the first 7 minutes of the contest. That first free throw is going to be a little bit short. Agee's free throw shooting has improved remarkably as the season has gone on. I think I got to look here real quick. 2nd one on the way, that's good. He was down under 60% at the start of the season, and right now he's like 64%. He was down around 55. Here's a foul going to be whistled. This will go on the Birds. It'll be a blocking foul, I believe. Jaron Harris will get his 1st. Team foul number 8. This will send Max Reyes to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. The Birds having a good time right now with homecoming 2022. First free throw, only free throw, no good. Birds had 4 guys along the lane, and Rashawn Agee will get credit for another rebound. Sets the pick out front. Harris still has it on a string. Yo-yos his way down the right side, goes in the corner to Mason Robertson. Low post feed, spin, and just so strong. Nobody's going to stop that. Rashawn Agee with 13 now. Right now, he's just a man playing with boys, toying with them. Got the rebound here. Going to run the break ahead. Let's see how far he goes. He goes in deep, loses the ball out of bounds. 45-18. The Birds by 27 points with 2:45 to go in the half. I don't think anybody saw this coming. I know, talking to Sean Gutting before the game, he was a little bit afraid of the size of these guys, although they knew they didn't go very deep, didn't really have a bench. Basketball knocked away in the paint. Gombe couldn't come away with the steal, and Reyes will get an open shot from 16 and drain it. He's got 8 points now. Approach 2 minutes to go in the half for Sean Agee. Looking, gives to Dalton Peterson. Peterson at the top for Agee, swings it right back to Dalton, who couldn't get the three away. For Walker to Gombe. PJ with 8 on the shot clock. Dribble drive, kicks back outside. Agee sets for 3, in and out, no. Back the other way. Golden Eagles on the attack. Reyes tried to throw it off the glass, couldn't get it to go, and then Agee looking to Gombe going, where are you going? You mean you couldn't catch that bounce pass thrown at 100 miles an hour? Oh. They're laughing at each other now. This is good-natured, as it should be when you're up by 25. Birds on defense. Man-to-man all the way tonight. Hageman trying to back in, spins it, kicks it outside. Bradley for a 3, no. Agee rebound between two. Golden Eagles just took it away. Approaching a minute to go in the opening half. Oh, nice head fake and move. Gombe get it to Peterson now. Left hand out of the corner is good. 48-20. That is the biggest lead of the contest. In deep. Nice move, and Xavier McCord with his first points of the day when he averages 19 a contest. Gombe out of back court for Agee and then to Dalton. Peterson right at the hash mark in front of the Golden Eagle bench. Get it over to Walker. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Peterson left alone, can't get the shot. They're going to try and bounce it. Agee in deep, off the glass too hard, didn't get any rim. Back the other way, under 30 seconds to go now. Birds will go to the locker room breathing easily, and then a foul on Davion McAdam, who didn't think so, but Rosie Brown said, uh-huh. This will put Xavier McCord to the free throw line. McCord, 19 points a ball game, 2 thus far in the contest. 70% free throw shooter. And he will shoot 2 here. First one is good. His third point of the day. Peter Teray in. Dalton Peterson will leave. McCord taking his time and leaves that one off to the right. Agee will soar and grab yet another rebound. He's going to have a bunch when we get the first half stats. Birds can play for one shot now. They'll have to. There's only 10 seconds on the game clock. Here's a pass to McAdam. Dumps it down low. Teray, head fake, throws it off. No, but the follow, yes. Dwayne Walker tips it home with both hands. The half has come to an end. Casper College 50, LCCC 23. Happy homecoming, everyone. We're back after this.
Put on a show for some people out there, man. show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. I want to show for some people out there, man. people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man. Put on a show for some people out there, man.
back at Casper College, Sweet Erickson Thunderbird Gym. Second half coming up between LCCC and the T-Birds, and it was all Casper College in the first half. Birds leading 50-23 at the halfway mark. And when you look at the statistics, it's not hard to see why. The Golden Eagles, 9 of 27, 33% from the field, 3 of 10, 30% behind the arc. Went to the free throw line 5 times, made 2. They had 11 total rebounds in the first half. They are paced by Max Reyes with 8 points in the first half. Casper College, 20 of 32, 63% from the field. 5 of 8, 63% behind the arc. 5 of 6, 88% at the free throw line. Rebounds, Casper out-rebounding the Golden Eagles 21-11. Points off of turnovers, 15 for the Birds, 2 for the Golden Eagles. In the paint, 26 for the Birds, 8 for the Golden Eagles. Second chance points, 8 for the Birds, 2 for the Golden Eagles. And the bench of Casper College outscoring LCCC 14-0. LCCC led by 1 once in the opening moments of the ball game. Casper College's biggest lead, 28, with 1:12 to go in the half. They lead it by 27 now. Score was never tied. The lead changed hands 4 times. And the Birds well on their way to victory, hopefully, with a record coming into this ball game of 14-11. LCCC was 14-10. Leading scorer, as expected, Rashawn Agee with 13. He also had 6 rebounds in the first half, and he had 1 block shot and a steal. The other player in double figures, P.J. Gambi with 10 points. Those came very early in the ball game. So, Casper out to a commanding lead. It behooves them to hold on to it now. It will be the starting 5, I believe, for the Birds. Gambi, Walker, Teray, McAdam, and of course Rashawn Agee. LCCC plays it in, and we're underway here. Reyes out top, feeding to McCray. McCray to the right side elbow, floats a baseline pass, and McCord trying to turn and shoot rather, and McAdam blocked it out. McCord, I think, trying to plead his case for a foul. The leading scorer on this team at 19 a ball game had just 3 in the opening half of play. I want to say Cheyenne with the ball, LCCC with the ball. Head fake, McCray throws up a wild hook. Rebound taken away to Ray, and the Birds will run it ahead to Rashawn Agee. Bounce pass in the lane taken away. Threw it right to the blue shirt. Reyes pull up for a 3. No, Agee tipping the rebound, and I'll say it was last touched by Jaden McCray. So we played nearly a minute, and neither team has managed to add to their total. Gambi will walk it ahead. Looking to the right side, outside. Walker feeding to Ray. Baseline, steps in, reverses under the basket, left it short. Reyes quickly ahead, almost threw it into the scorer's table. McCord controls, dribble drive, hesitates. That's a pretty move as he kisses one home for his 5th point of the ball game. Bird basketball, Gambi to Walker outside for Teray. Teray has it on the floor to Gambi. Behind a pick from Agee. Rolls all the way down, scoops it in the paint. Agee picks up the loose ball, spin drive, lay it up with the left hand and draw the foul. Oh my. He has some moves that kind of defy explanation, except he has some serious hops. Foul. was Xavier McCord's first. AG now with 15 points today to the free throw line, make it 16. And the Bird lead back to 28 at 53-25. Just underway in the second half. Long three, left side arc, and drawing the foul is Jadion Bradley. He'll go to the line and shoot three here. That foul will go on Jaron Harris, or on Dwayne Walker. Second personal. First free throw by Bradley is good. His 7th point of the day. Came in averaging 17 a game. Second one is good, and a chance to complete the trifecta here. High arc, got it, nothing but net. He's got 9. And the Bird lead shrinks to 25. Gambi ahead to the Thunderbird circle for Walker, trying to float a pass that's in too deep. Head fake, Teray turns, tries to shoot. That's blocked out of there by Coswell. Pull up, Bradley, three-pointer, got it. Birds may need a quick timeout here. Bradley with 12 points. Sean Gooding trying to settle his team down as they now have the lead shrink to 22. Gambi trying to feed in the paint. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Golden Eagles. Still 19 on the shot clock. McAdam alongside the student body will bring this one in for Gambi. PJ against Reyes. Teray sets the pick, then rolls. They don't get him the ball. They'll go in the corner. Dwayne Walker. Pull up from the right side elbow. No, Teray with the rebound. In deep, bores in, lays it off the glass too hard. Rebound taken away by the Golden Eagles, who've cut into the 27-point lead. Pull up, head fake on the three. Couldn't get anything there. Bring it outside. Reyes finding a man in deep, and a good foul there by Dwayne Walker. Partially blocked the shot, but made sure that Jaden McRae wasn't going to get the easy deuce. McRae to the line. Walker has picked up his 3rd foul. And McRae's first free throw is good, his 5th point of the day. Birds have a free throw, and that's all. No, they have another field goal too, my bad. Second free throw, no good. Rashawn Agee claims another carom. And Agee will swing it outside to Walker. Walker penetrates, tries to throw it up with the right hand. That's blocked out of there. Looked like an easy layup, but it was not. And then a gliding one-hander's no good. Knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Peter Teray. Darius Mason Robertson will add a little physicality to the T-Bird lineup. Dwayne Walker will take a seat. McCord in the corner. Reyes alone for a three. That's good. Here they come. 11 now for Reyes, and Sean Gutting's seen enough. 53-35, the 27-point lead is down to 18. We'll be back. More action in the second half after this.
I want to show for some people out there, man.
7-point lead shrink to 18 here in the opening 4 minutes of the second half. McAdam loses his dribble, gets it to Gambi. PJ drives that, looked like it was off the glass and then blocked. Wow. No goaltending, but on the follow, Ihanachor was fouled, so he'll go to the line for a pair. Bright 0 for 2 at the stripe. Casper could use a little activity in the scorebook here in the second half. First free throw is no good. He's 0 for 3 at the stripe now. .16:21 to play. This free throw in and out and then falls back through. Bright's third point of the day. Sends the lead back to 19 now. Birds needing to get a couple of stops here, and they've had some shots down low. A couple I thought were goaltends. In deep, and a foul going to be whistled here on Peter Touray. Doesn't believe it. Coswell was in deep, spun to the hoop. Looked like a decent block, but the officials don't agree. Not that I have bird's eyes or anything. Coswell's first free throw is good. Nolan Coswell. 6'10" sophomore from Duluth, Georgia. Spins it and leaves it short. Agee will claim a long arm rebound. Birds by 18. We've played 4 minutes exactly here in the second half. Agee wanting to go right side off the glass. No, they're going to get him for the elbow. That'll be a charge. Player control foul. Rashawn gets his second of the day. That'll be team foul number 4 for the Birds, who really need to get back in sync offensively. They hit 63% of their shots, including 63 behind the arc in the first half. Here's a long three that's a terrible shot. Ball tipped out front. Touray will control at the free throw line. Agee will then hand over to Gambi. Gambi, a little stutter step, head fake, one-hander in the lane, got it. Soft touch that time. PJ with that high floater for his 12th point of the ball game. Back to a 20-point lead for Casper. Bradley loses his dribble out top, gets it to McCord. McCord looking to feed down low. Touray steps in, takes it away. Looked like he was hacked. He'll give it away to Gambi. PJ will bring it ahead for Casper. Birds on the attack with a 20-point lead, 15 to play in the contest. Out top, McAdam will be fouled. This will go against Xavier McCord. His second, team foul number 3. Birds are going to bring Ihanachor will come back in for the Birds. Peter Touray will take a rest. Casper basketball. Mason Robertson tries to float it up. That'll be a goaltend finally. I don't think that was going in either. Huh. So basket interference. Count the basket, and the Birds back on top by 20. Ball was definitely on the way down, but it looked like it was going to be off on the side from my angle. Should have left it alone. Dribble drive, Bradley hesitates in the lane, couldn't get it to go, and then it's tipped off of him and out of bounds. Well, unlike a perfectly played first half, this one has been disjointed, but Casper still has a 22-point lead. Gambi into the front court for Ihanachor, right back to PJ. Gambi behind the pick. They'll give it to Agee. He'll set for a long three. No. McAdam tried to tip it back to Agee. Instead, it came to Reyes. Dribble drive, and this time, are we getting a foul on Agee or are we getting goaltending? He hit the glass. Boy. Honestly, I thought I saw him hit the glass, but didn't see him come anywhere close. to the player, but it will be a foul and a shooting foul. Jaden McCray. AG now has 3. T-Birds have 5 with 14:08 to play in the ball game. First free throw, a little too strong, front of the rim, and didn't come down through the net. Rashawn going to get his first blow of the ball game. Gus Wright, redshirt freshman from Sheridan. Step into the lineup. Second free throw by McCray is good. He's got 6. The Bird lead is 19. We've got 14 to go in the ball game. Gombe or McAdam. Dehanachor sets the pick. Gombe looking down low. Gives it outside. McAdam will push for a 3. That's no good. Gombe got the rebound off the floor in the lane. Right back to Davion. Tries to throw up the one-hander that's blocked out of there. That's like 3 blocked shots for LCCC, but they'll miss the three-pointer, and Dehanachor will claim the rebound. Darius Mason Robertson then shovels it over to P.J. Gombe. Gombe hesitation, goes to Gus Wright, corner left side, back out top. Mason Robertson off the glass, no. Looked like a little bit of an air ball almost, may have grazed glass. Rebound taken away. Reyes on the run now into triple team, and he walked with the basketball. Wow. Dalton Peterson for Davion McAdam in the T-Bird lineup. It's clock watching time. The way the teams are playing offense right now, you don't want to trade baskets, but it doesn't hurt you when you're up 19. See if the Birds can. Dalton Peterson didn't like the ball when Rosie Brown threw it to him. It's got maybe a little saliva on it. Maybe they're doing spitballs in basketball now. Rosie's done the honors over there. Peterson looking at it and saying it's still not right. Yeah, it is. Okay. Out of backcourt, here comes P.J. Gombe. Dehanachor rolled to the basket. They didn't get it to him. Then Gus Wright tries to force it in there. Saved by Dehanachor from going out of bounds. And then Gombe throws one over to the student body. I think it was the women's basketball team that got it. We're going to get a timeout on the court. Still 12:51 to go. The second half has been sloppy, but the Birds lead it by 21, 58-37. Back after this.
They want to show for some people out there, man.
Don't let me in.
Please don't let me into my zone. I just need some time of my own. All these people trying to get a conversation. You can conversate to that tone. My God up on that throne, yeah. So I'm never alone, yeah. All these people trying to box me in. I'm Mayweather, it's on, yeah. Now they ask where I'm at. Making hits that line back. I'm MJ, I'm 2-3, man. I just need some time back. I'm zoned in like defense. My life gone, no recess. But I live my best one, so I got no regrets. So I'm gone. Finally back in my home.
Don't let me in.
Please don't let me into my zone. I just need some time of my own. All these people trying to get a conversation. You can conversate.
Time back in, and the Golden Eagles with the basketball. Bradley going against Gus Wright, hooks it up and in. Jadion with his 14th point. 12.5 to go in the contest. Peterson trying to get loose. Gombe can't get him the ball. Instead gets it to Darius Mason Robertson. He'll lose his dribble at the free throw line. Now Dalton trying to feed the low post. Dehanachor jump step in the lane, try to lay it off the glass. Looked like it might have been partially blocked and comes away to the Golden Eagles. Bradley, long three. And that will be Dehanachor's rebound, and he'll draw the foul. This will go on Hageman. Hageman will get his first Bird basketball. Jaron Harris into the lineup for Sean Gutting's team. Dehanachor's had some good looks down low. Lanky, tall, just can't get it to go. Harris into the front court to Gombe, exchanges with Peterson, right back to PJ. Left side elbow in the corner. Robertson will bring it back out top. 15 to shoot to Peterson, the lefty from encampment. Dishes right back to Gombe with 10 on the shot clock. Gombe behind the pick, out top. Long three that is no good. It was Walker getting it to Gombe. Almost back court. Reyes wants to drive his pass. Deflected. Nice defensive play by Peterson for the Birds. Ball will stay with the Golden Eagles in the front court. Max Reyes will play it in along the sideline. Back out top to Bradley, to Reyes, looking on the low post. Little jump hook is left short, but the rebound claimed by Hageman for Reyes. He'll try to drive the lane, and his shot not blocked, but they're going to say Teray got him on the head. Peter Teray gets his second. It'll be 2 shots coming up here. Max Reyes to the free throw line. Kind roll is good. He's got a dozen. .58-40, lead down to 18. And the second one hiccups out. Birds could use a little bit of offense here. They had a lot in the first half. 58-40, 11 minutes to play in the contest. Harris on the dribble, loses it to Dalton Peterson. Peterson wants to go throw up the hook. That's good. I mean, that was at the very top of the glass. It's using all the backboard. Peterson with his 5th point. Birds by 20, and they come away with a rebound on the run. Gombe to Peterson, head fake 3, steps back 3, no good. He can shoot it from there. And the Golden Eagles have the ball back. Whoa. Bradley lost his dribble. Gombe comes away with the loose ball for Harris into the front court. Drives, lays it up, no. Got it back, put it up, yes. So we'll get a timeout as Jaron Harris now with 9 points, still 10-10 to go. And the Birds have built it back to a 22-point margin, being paced by Rashawn Agee. Agee unofficially was 16, Gombe has a dozen. And after that, 9 points for Jaron Harris, 7 for Dwayne Walker. Birds led by as many as 28 in the opening half, 27 at the halfway mark. And with half of the second half gone, they still have a 22-point lead. Casper trying to stretch its season record to 15-11. Next up will be a Wednesday evening home game against Eastern Wyoming. When these two teams, Casper and LCCC, met earlier this year, it was just a couple weeks ago, the Birds were victorious in Cheyenne, 97-90 in a shootout. They lead it right now, 62-40 in what was a shootout for Casper in the opening half. So, teams will return. It will be Harris, Peterson, Teray, Mason Robertson, and Gombe, a small lineup for Casper College. Agee will stay on the bench with his 3 personal fouls, and we're halfway through the second half. Golden Eagles with the ball in deep. McCord trying to turn against Darius Mayton Robertson, left it short. Rebound, Peter Teray. Harris lopes it into the front court for Peterson. Will exchange with Gombe. PJ, left side elbow, will be fouled. That'll go against Max Reyes. Be his first. No, they're going to say McCord. Okay. No, it is Ras. Thank you. Then we're going to get another timeout. Still 9:44 to go in this contest, and it is dragging right now. You wouldn't know it by looking at the score, 62-40, 22-point margin, but things have slowed down considerably. The Birds have kind of been their own worst enemy here. Really haven't scored the ball very well after a brilliant first half, which they could do no wrong. However, their defense still standing up here in the second half. They have been outscored 17-12 thus far, but when you got a 27-point lead, should hang on. So we'll see what happens. Casper came into this game, as we said, 14-11. LCCC came in 14-10. Birds trying to see if they can't finish at least second in the North subdivision for Region 9. Men's tournament looks like it will be at Otero in La Junta. The women's tournament coming here to Casper College after the T-Birds put away LCCC this afternoon. Gombe on the dribble drive, almost blocked, and then the rebound. Teray tried to put it back up and in. It was knocked out of his hands. Tell you what, Golden Eagles have had a lot of block shots here in the second half. They've had 4 or 5. They've really gone to work defending the glass. Head fake on the three. Peterson out top to Gombe, who backs the dribble away with 12 to shoot. Wants to go all the way down right side, kicks it out. Peterson alone, three, high arc is good. He can do that. He's got 8, the freshman from Encampment, and the lead goes back to 25 at 65-40. Out top, Coswell, dribble drive, too hard with a little hook, and a foul whistled underneath again. This one, I believe, Darius Mason Robertson is the criminal. His first. Team foul 7 for the Birds, so we're to the 1-1 here, and it'll be Xavier McCord. Very silent game for the leading scorer on this team at 19 a contest. The Cheyenne native will go to the line for 1 and a bonus, and he'll hit the first. Just his 6th point of the day. He had 2 at the halfway mark, or 3 at the halfway mark. Made a free throw late. Second one's no good. The rebound will be taken away by Teray. 9 minutes to go. Out of back court, Harris being bumped a little bit by Hageman. Harris still has it on the dribble, penetrates, kicks outside to Gombe with 15 to shoot. Gombe gets a pick from Teray. Right side elbow, head fake, kicks out front. Nice move. Oh, Peterson had it blocked from the back. I thought it was a great move and he was going to get an easy free throw. Hageman will slam it for his first points of the ball game. He averages 2 a contest. 65-41, 8:29 to go. Are they going to get Hageman for hanging on the rim? They are after that dunk. So Gombe, who shot a couple of technicals in the first half, will shoot 2 here. Missed the opener. Second one is in and out, and then off the glass it kisses and falls through. PJ with his 13th point. Birds still resting Rashawn Agee. They'll get the ball back, leading by 23 with 8.5 to play. Peterson for Harris in the corner. Will work one-on-one against Hageman, and Hageman's going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second. And team fouls are now even at 7 apiece. We'll march to the free throw line for the rest of the contest. Jaron Harris, with a nice first half off the bench, has 9 points. Now he's got 10 in double figures, averaging 8 a game. The lead grows back to 24. And the second one got a nice bounce off the heel, fell through for his 11th point of the day. 68-43, Birds trying to get back to that 27-point halftime lead. Still 8 minutes to go. Hageman in deep with a drive, or rather McCord. And he'll score his 8th point of the day. Gombe will bring it ahead out of back court. Robertson gets it on the high post. Out in the land of 3, dishes down low. Teray, head fake, bores in off the glass. No, but he drew the foul. Birds have gotten the ball in deep fairly easily. They've missed some bunnies, though. Coswell picks up number 4. Teray will shoot 2. And the first one's good. A sophomore from Toronto, Canada, now with 8 points on the afternoon. (69-45), still 7:53. Kind of feels like an eternity. Second one's good. Birds haven't exactly lit it up from the free throw line here in the second half, but they haven't been there a whole lot either. 70-45, under 8 minutes to play. McAdam back into the lineup. Works on McCord, who falls away for a 3 that's no good. Ball, Harris will tip it to himself and control the rebound along the end line. All the way down the right side, throws up a hook that's good. Whew. Jaron with 13 now, and the lead back to 27. The Birds have matched the halftime lead. Reyes out of control. That'll be a player control foul. The Birds will get the ball. (72-45), Casper College. Ihanachor back into the T-Bird lineup. Teray will leave. Peter will hit the bench with 8 points in the ball game. Gombe, that low dribble of his into the front court for Darius Mason Robertson at the top to McAdam, right back to Gombe. Gombe wanted to go right side, got the pick, swing it outside. McAdam now will feed the low post. Ihanachor again in deep, had the shot, threw it off the glass. Didn't even get rim. Back the other way, Reyes sets for 3. That's no good. Nice job by Harris. Knocked it out of bounds, but it kept Jaden Bradley off the rim because he was ready to put that thing back in. Out top, Jaden McCray. Right back to Bradley. Bradley working against McCord working against McAdam. Always right first time Bradley. For Hageman with 5 to shoot. Into the paint. Hooks a pass. They wanted to jam it. The foul will be Darius Mason Robertson, who kept him from jamming it. Xavier McCord thought he was going to put it in the slammer, and Mason Robertson said, You can earn him at the stripe. So McCord with 8. Now has 9. Chance to get into double figures. He came in averaging 19. Bradley and Reyes both averaged 17. We said almost all the scoring on this team done by the starters. Second one in and out, no. Robertson will claim the rebound. We're approaching the 6.5 minute mark here. Out of back court. Harrison against Hageman, exchanging with McAdam to Gombe, right back to Davion. Swings it between the circles at half court. Gombe all the way to the left side elbow. Loses his dribble, brings it out top. Harris with 9 to shoot. Harris behind to pick. Running one-hander is so soft in the lane. 15. And the Birds with their biggest lead of the ball game at 28 as they were going to work the lob to Mason Robertson. Thrown a little bit to the side. So Casper has matched its biggest lead of the day at 28 with 5:48 to go in the contest. Out of back court, Reyes wants somebody to come get the ball. Instead, he pushes off, got away with it against Harris. Looking in the corner, dribble drive, and a block going to be called here. McRae will go to the line. Ihanachor is going to pick up his second. McRae to the free throw line here. 6 points on the ball game. And the first free throw is good. Team fouls now 9 on both teams, so we're in the bonus from here on out for both ball clubs. Second one, got it. 74-48 Casper. 5.5 to go. Bird basketball. Out of back court. Harris now will back the dribble away and go to Gombe. Sets Ihanachor on the high post. Wanted to get it to him. Ball was knocked away. Back the other way. Reyes trying to throw it up. And they will finally get the job done on that lob. Underneath, Xavier McCord with his 11th point. He's in double figures finally. 5 minutes to play. Gombe against Reyes. Loses his dribble. Almost threw it into the bench. Harris corralled it. He draws the double team and the foul from Hageman. So, we could spend some time at the free throw line here. Harris with 15 points on the ball game will shoot 2, and the first one's good. His 16 now ties him with Rashawn Agee for the lead on the team, and Agee has been on the bench for most of the second half. Sean Gutting electing to get some other playing time in, and now Harris the leading scorer for the Birds, and the lead back to 26. Golden Eagles with the basketball. McCord behind his back, looked like he walked with the ball, and then it's fumbled out of bounds on the rebound. Coswell couldn't hang on. Birds have it, and the lead. Moving to their 15th win of the season against 11 losses. 1 game left at home against Eastern Wyoming on Wednesday night. We'll be here. Basketball. Walker for Ihanachor. Trying to get the ball to Gombe. Got it to him, and then a foul going to be whistled. I believe Ihanachor was moving on the pick afterwards. Ihanachor will get the foul. Reyes will bring it ahead as we approach 4 to play. They'll go in the corner. 3 ball, no good. Harris will soar for the rebound, play it ahead to Gombe. PJ, they just continue to feed Ihanachor in deep. Puts 2 men in the air, throws up the left-hand hook that's no good. But he'll go to the line again for a couple more. Bright with 3 points. And he's been to the free throw line a few times. I think he's 1 for 4. Hopefully I'm not giving him too much credit. He has struggled there. This one, yes, that's all we needed to say. Chance to match the biggest lead of the ball game here if he can make this. And he will not. Rebound controlled by the Golden Eagles ahead. Reyes all the way down, scoops up the layup for a deuce. 77-52. The digit counters can't fall fast enough for this one to be over. Gambi between the circles, hesitates, still has it on the floor. Goes left side against Reyes, that's no good. Rebound taken away by Bradley, and he'll throw it away trying to get McCord on the break. Casper led 50-23 at the halfway mark. Here's Ihanachor in deep, finally got one to go. Soft touch for his 6th point. At one time, the Golden Eagles got within 18 early in the second half. The miss, the follow, the putback. Finally, after 3 chances, Bradley knocks one home for his 16th. We're under 3 to go. Birds in no hurry, obviously. Harris into the paint, floats it off the glass. No, Ihanachor tip, no. And a foul whistled, and I believe we may see Bright back at the free throw line. McCrae's going to get this one. This will be his 2nd. Ihanachor back to the free throw line. He's been there a lot. Lefty got that one. Practice is making perfect, and he's getting plenty of it here in the second half. Keon Baker checks in for the first time. Blaine Allen checking in, along with Jackson Jones for the Golden Eagles. And the second free throw in and out, no. Just can't make 2 in a row. 80-54 T-Birds. 2.5 to go in the contest. Out top, Allen wants to drive, wants to turn around. Shot blocked by Ihanachor. Right back to Allen. Dishing outside, scooping up the layup, and that's good. Ben Hageman, his 4th point of the ball game. Approaching 2 to play. Keon Baker with the basketball. Outside on the right, gets a pick, puts it on the floor, gets it back out to Gus Wright. Wright will exchange with Harris for Phillips, pushes for a 3, no sir. Rebound taken away, Jones. Jones for Hageman. Down right side in the corner, head fake on the 3 by Demetrius Chronopoulos. Chronopoulos still with the ball, working against Phillips, almost tapped it away. They'll get it in the corner. Here's a 3 ball, it's good out of the left side. Jaden McRae in double figures with 11. Birds with a 21-point margin. Harris wants to go right side. Loose dribble, almost lost it. Hacking at the ball. Birds will, Ihanachor will hit the deck. Splayed out nicely, comes up. Coach, I gave it an effort. So, the Birds with Osamne Dia coming in for the first time. 80-59, final minute. Phillips almost hacked it away. Here's a bounce pass along the end line that goes out of bounds. McRae couldn't gather it back. Phillips holding up one finger. Who are we going to get the ball to? He wants to go one-on-one, and he's fouled. That'll go against McRae. Phillips to the free throw line. Still 41 and change left in this thing. Crowd will make its way home after homecoming 2022 successful. The Lady Birds winning 73-59. The game was actually a little closer than that, at least for 2.5 quarters. Then Casper pulled away. Men led by 28 in the first half, actually matched that lead here in the second half. And they're going to win big time here against LCCC's men in the finale. Phillips' first free throw is good. It's his first points of the ball game. The freshman averages 4 points a contest. Second one's there. 82-59. Approaching a half minute left. Long three, Allen air ball comes away to Keon Baker for Phillips. Phillips into the front court, looking in the corner, and Gus Wright, they'll play keep away with 22 seconds to go in the game. And then Phillips will launch the three. That'll take us to the shot clock now with 13 seconds left. Reyes is going to dribble this one away. The Birds are going to win it 82-59. Casper moves to 15-11 on the season. The Golden Eagles drop to 14-11, and Casper in command with cruise control for most of the way. The Birds win it. They're up 50-23 at the halfway mark. They score 32 in the second half, while LCCC comes up with 36. So they got outscored by 4, but win this thing by a final of 82-59. We'll see if Sean Gutting wants to come by and talk about this one. Just trying right now to maintain their winning ways. It's a 3-game winning streak for Casper College for the men. The women, after their win today, have now won 11 in a row and still have not lost a game in the year 2022. So Dwight Ganeri's team, solidifying its hold on the North region, will host the Region 9 tournament now. Always a big deal and a very happy coach. T-Birds, the men, trying to play for their seeding here, and be interesting to see where they end up. 3 wins in a row have got them 4 games over 500, with Eastern Wyoming coming to town. That'll be our final televised game. That will be next Wednesday night. Eastern will be here to take on the T-Birds, and we'll see. Take a look at the final statistics here and see just where everything fell into line. After hitting 63% in the first half from the field, the Birds finished the game at 47%. They also finished 40% from behind the arc, but 78% at the free throw line, where they were pretty good tonight. They were 18 of 23. So let's see. Birds in the ball game, never trailed. Their biggest lead was 28. They outscore off of turnovers, outscore LCCC 23-8. They outscore them in the paint 40-24. Second chance points, 13 for Casper, 8 for LCCC. And here's the biggie, the bench. Talked about the fact that almost all the scoring on this LCCC team comes from the starters. Well, that was it tonight. The bench contributed 2 points for LCCC. The Birds got 37 from their bench. Leading the way, go to Casper College first of all. Rashawn Agee finishes with 16. He finishes with 8 rebounds, played 27 minutes. P.J. Gombe had 13 points, played 31 minutes. Also in double figures, 17 for Jaron Harris, who played only 18 minutes and 40 seconds. Big numbers for him, especially in the second half. After that, 7 for Dwayne Walker, 9 for Peter Teray, who was in for 23 minutes tonight and started. 4 for Darius Mason Robertson. 8 for Dalton Peterson coming off the bench in his 10 minutes and 54 seconds. Jaden Phillips with 2. Bright Ihanachor, who wound up being 2 for 4 from the free throw line, finished the day with 6 points. For LCCC, Jaden Bradley was 16, 14 for Max Reyes, 13 for Xavier McCord, and 11 for Jaden McCray. The Birds out-rebound the Golden Eagles by 10, 45-35 the total there. Golden Eagles did have 6 block shots to Casper 3. That's about the only bright spot for LCCC. LCCC turned it over 14 times. The Birds turned it over a dozen. Casper winning the first half 50-23, outscored 36-32 in the second. I guess the impressive thing is LCCC never got closer than 18 in the second half. Remember, this is a team, Casper, that started out 17-0 against Western Wyoming and lost the game at the buzzer. So they managed to hold on to that lead throughout the entire second half and win it almost by their margin at the halfway mark. They win it by, I got to look here and see. They win it by a final of 82-59. So they win it by 26. They led it by 27 at the halfway mark. We'll see if Sean Gutting makes his way up here to chat about this one, because this is a nice win for Casper College against a team that they figured would give them some problems. They're awful lean and shoot the ball pretty well, but tonight Casper's defense told the story in the first half. The offense really shot the ball extremely well. We'll come back and wrap things up in just a moment. T-Bird basketball.
Don't let me in.
Please don't let me into my zone. I just need some time of my own. All these people trying to get a conversation. You can conversate to that tone. My God up on that throne, yeah. So I'm never alone, yeah. All these people trying to box me in. I'm Mayweather, it's on, yeah. Now they ask where I'm at. Making hits that lambe. I'm MJ, I'm 2-3, man. I just need some time back. I'm zoned in like defense. My life gone, no recess. But I live my best one, so I got no regrets. So I'm gone.
Don't let me in.
Please don't let me into my zone. I just need some time of my own. All these people trying to get a conversation. You can conversate to that tone. My God up on that throne, yeah. So I'm never alone, yeah. All these people trying to box me in. I'm Mayweather, it's on, yeah. Now they ask where I'm at. Making hits that lambe. I'm MJ, I'm 2-3, man. I just need some time back. I'm zoned in like defense. My life gone, no recess. But I live my best one, so I got no regrets. So I'm gone.
Don't let me in.
Please don't let me into my zone. I just need some time of my own. All these people trying to get a conversation. You can conversate to that tone. My God up on that throne, yeah. So I'm never alone, yeah. All these people trying to box me in. I'm Mayweather, it's on, yeah. Now they ask where I'm at. Making hits that lambe. I'm MJ, I'm 2-3, man. I just need some time back. I'm zoned in like defense. My life gone, no recess. But I live my best one, so I got no regrets. So I'm gone.
Don't let me in.
Please don't let me into my zone. I just need some time of my own. All these people trying to get a conversation. You can conversate to that tone. My God up on that throne, yeah. So I'm never alone, yeah. All these people trying to box me in. I'm Mayweather, it's on, yeah. Now they ask where I'm at. Making hits that lambe. I'm MJ, I'm 2-3, man. I just need some time back. I'm zoned in like defense. My life gone, no recess. But I live my best one, so I got no regrets. So I'm gone.
Don't let me in.
Please don't let me into my zone. I just need some time of my own. All these people trying to get a conversation. You can conversate to that tone. My God up on that throne, yeah.
Jack Noakes back at Casper College. Sean Gutting joins us now after a 82-59 win. Let me ask you right off the top, you had a better first half this year than that one?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. That was spectacular on the defensive end of the floor. Those guys really bought into it, didn't let up, took their assignments personally, and it was impressive.
Offensively, you shot the ball extremely well in the first half. 63% total, 63 behind the arc.
You know, I think it takes a lot of
defense leads to offense.
Yeah, it takes a lot of pressure off of you. You know, I mean, we've played a lot of games this year where we feel like we have to have, you know, pressure on our offense to help us out win games. You know, and really the last 3 games we've been able to prove that we can do this on the defensive end. So, you know, I think that helped us out a lot. Guys were really settled in, taking great shots too. That helps. Okay, so I have to ask you this too. Did you have a flashback to Western Wyoming at all? No comment. I'm going to plead the fifth on that one. There was a couple moments there.
Because I was having it.
Yep. There was a couple moments there in the start of the second half. You know,
they got it down to 18.
We talked about it a lot in the locker room, and that's always one of those things where it's like free throw shooting. You know, they're superstitious. Either you talk about it a lot or you don't talk about it at all.
Right.
And you know, we just addressed it not from that standpoint, but we addressed it saying, you know, hey, we got to play like we're down 10. You know, that's how we have to play to start this half.
Yeah.
And we were a little sluggish. You know, I think it's always hard. You know, but that's been kind of a problem with us all year, is just coming out in the second half being a little sluggish to start the half. You know, so it's something we really got to fix. But we were able to fight through it. Guys, you know, made plays, started to defend again, and, you know, we were able to make free throws and ultimately get the job done.
You know, I'm guilty of this because I'm always a Chicago high school guy, but having Rashawn Agee in your lineup is a whole different thing. I mean, you've been through Region 9. I'm not traveling, but boy, is there anybody more athletic and tougher to defend than him?
You know, there's some guys that are,
I'm sure there are.
You know, I mean, there's so many good players. Rashawn's, he's definitely a tough kid. He wants to win, man. It's so refreshing. I mean, you know, his competitive edge is just, it comes off the wrong way sometimes, but the kid cares about winning. And that's what makes him so great to coach, you know. And then obviously the ability that he can do a lot of things.
He can do a lot of things.
You know, and obviously when he's really good, we're really good. You know, so the good thing was that we were able to rest him a little bit tonight. You know,
I was going to say you got to rest some people tonight.
Exactly, and you know, he was able to affect the game while he was in there, and then ultimately we didn't have to put him back in. You know, he was able to get some rest, and honestly, those guys did a pretty good job when he was on the bench.
At this point in the season, as you look forward to the Region 9 tournament, who's coming along for you?
Man, I think it's a different guy every night. You know, I think we've had a lot of guys. You know, Dalton Peterson's starting to kind of come into his own.
He can shoot it.
You know,
he gets you some big baskets.
He does. You know, and his confidence is starting to really get high, which is what we've been preaching to him all year. You know, up until tonight, you know, I mean, Jaden Phillips had a couple of really good games just defensively and buying into that role. You know, and I think it's going to be a group effort. You know, these guys just got to get out of their own way sometimes and realize, like, hey, man, it's going to take all of you doing some different things to get this thing done. You know, Dwayne Walker's had really good moments.
Yeah.
Peter Toure is, I'll be honest, I mean, he's been probably the best he's been since he's worn our uniform the last 5 games. I mean, he has been really, really good. You know, and it's just his numbers have shown it, you know. So I think it's going to be a group effort, and it's going to take all these guys. But, you know, as long as they stay bought into each other, we should be good. Without trying to coach your team, it appeared to me that you were really trying to get Bright some time tonight. Yeah, you know, and Bright's an experienced kid. He's been here, this is his 3rd year here. He's played in big games, and he's helped us win big games. You know, so it's kind of part of it getting him back to the point where, you know, he's confident going out there and knows what he can do to affect the game. You know, and then, you know, Gus, you know, he's been pretty good for us off the bench at times, right? You know, and it's just a matter of him staying loose and staying ready. And now that we have Ousmane Dia back, you know, it's just going to be one of those things where we got to ease him back into it as well. You know, we're back to having options, you know, at the 5 and the 4. You know, so I think ultimately we'll have to just kind of see how those guys mold together. Shot 47% on the game. You out-rebound them 45-35. We talked about it before the start of the game. You knew that their bench wasn't going to contribute. You outscored them 37-2 there. That's the statistic, I guess, that jumps off the page. Right.
which you kind of expected. So
yeah, I mean, we have a dynamic. We have a bunch of guys that are dynamic coming off the bench. You know, so if they're ready to come in and make an impact, I think that's something we can always really compete with.
Eastern,
Tough.
what do we know?
Tough.
You won at the buzzer.
We won at the buzzer at their place. We were up 9 with about 55 seconds left of that game. And we turned the ball over a ton to end it. So I think obviously for us, it's going to be taking care of the basketball, defending at a high level, and knowing that they play so hard and really buy into the defensive end of the floor that it's going to be a challenge.
Help me with the coach. He's been there forever.
Well, it was Tim Mosier.
Was
he's
Mosier?
Not there.
Is Mosier not there?
He's
okay.
not there anymore. Yes, yeah.
Because he was that way as a player.
Right. And they kind of still have some of that aspects right now. And I think yeah. I mean, Tom, who's coaching them now, has really carried that over, and it's a tough group, man. It's a tough group that knows how to win. So. Okay,
well, you got the winning streak to 3.
We will get there. Let's see if we can get it to 4.
Yeah. Where does this put you as far as the region, the sub-region then, do you know?
Right now we are 6-2, and we are alone in second place. The LCCC is 5-3, and I'm not sure what Eastern Wyoming did today. So we're one game behind Western Wyoming. So we have to make sure we don't look ahead and just handle Eastern first. Okay, well, congratulations on a great game today. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate you guys. All right, Sean Gutting, the head man for the T-Birds, who win it 82-59. The men and women both victorious at homecoming. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks to Zach for taking care of things here at T-Bird Gym. The Birds sweep a doubleheader from LCCC. We'll see you again Wednesday night. The girls' game start about 5:30. The men's game at 7:30. We'll wrap up the home portion of the season. Casper College against Eastern Wyoming. So long, everybody.
Don't let me in.
Please don't let me into my zone. I just need some time of my own. All these people trying to get a conversation. You can conversate to that tone. My God up on that throne, yeah. So I'm never alone, yeah. All these people trying to box me in. I'm Mayweather, it's on, yeah. Now they ask where I'm at. Making hits that line back. I'm MJ, I'm 2-3, man. I just need some time back. I'm zoned in like defense. My life gone, no recess. But I live my best one, so I got no regrets.